Morning, bro.
What's happening?
What's happening? It's good here. How's things, Jay?
Good.
How are you? How are you
I'm
in
well.
Katja?
Good, all things considered.
Ah, okay. Can you bring some volume up for me on your voice?
Sure. That's it. Can you hear me now?
Okay then. That's cool. Yeah. Well, down here is about eight, almost 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so it's what is it? It's about
Evening.
4:30 here then. 4:30.
So are you guys about time to prepare dinner or what?
Yeah, actually I prepared something earlier. I just got to throw it in the oven later. Probably,
I
within the
see.
hour we'll probably eat.
Okay, Jay, can you tell me that what's happening? What's really happening in US now about the pandemic? Is it getting worse or uh, getting better?
Well, the news says that it's getting worse, but from what I can see, there's still a lot of concerts and large events going on. I mean, football
Oh,
games, talking about
oh,
60,000 people in an arena. So that's
oh,
almost
okay,
like business as usual. That is almost back to normal, you might say. So that's probably one of the reasons why it's continuing. We need
okay.
to
Oh,
need to
yeah, yeah,
isolate
yeah. So,
more.
did you have your booster, the third?
Yes. No, I went with Johnson and Johnson, so I only had it's a one shot deal. But I did have my booster actually. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Seriously, I had
Yeah.
mine. I had Pfizer for my booster, and then for my first and second one was AstraZeneca.
Yeah. Who
Uh,
knows?
so American is Johnson and Johnson, is it?
No, but we have I think we have Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson and Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Johnson and Johnson is the old technology. The other
Oh,
ones
okay.
are a newer technology where they're dealing with the DNA issues. So I didn't want to go that route. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't feel comfortable. So, and I have a good immune system, so I can't even remember the last time I was sick. But I'm not going to take any chances. So
Yeah, of
but
course.
we've been isolated. We've been isolated here where we live. It's a very small community, and I only go out to go shopping. So maybe every other day. But I know people that are getting sick.
But whatever you do, Jay, whatever you and Katja do, do not take what do you call it? Things like so easy because these things come with the wind. He can climb up to Everest or whatever he can go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just take precaution for your health, man, bro. Okay, how's your guitars? Any new guitars on the way for you?
Actually, I've got a whole slew of stuff up for sale right now.
Oh,
Um,
seriously?
yeah, it's the old story. I need money, and I've got thousands of dollars worth of guitars. I can always replace them. I'm not worried about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm working on that right now. I'm trying to sell I've got an Epiphone SG Prophecy mint condition from I think it was 2007. I mean, it's mint condition. Um, and what else? I haven't put my Les Paul up for sale. I'm looking to get about $3,000 out of it if I do. So, and
Which one? Which one? The
if
one.
something happens in the future, and I need a guitar, I can always buy one. I've got
Yeah, of course,
ridiculous
of
amount of
course.
guitars, and
Yes.
I've been setting up some of my other guitars too. At one point in time, I had all my guitars set up for tens. Worst thing I ever did. So now I got to go. I want to go back to nines because they're just too stiff. I thought I was going to
Oh,
get
okay.
I thought I was going to get more tone out of it. Better
No.
sound. So
You're not getting anything more than that. Strings don't get you toned. No, your finger does.
But what's funny is that, I've been playing these crappy guitars that I bought, and I mean this Les Paul copy that I bought is unbelievable. It's one of those guitars where for whatever reason it just feels so good when I play it. It just fits me, and
Give me a minute. I'm walking to my chair, to my table. Where, give me a minute.
Yeah.
There are a few friends buddies who stay high to us. Isnor, because I can't read over there. See.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. Okay. There are like Manso, Ishnur. Morning, they are giving us regards and know-how. No, I just saw the photo of Sylvester Stallone with a know-how.
Yeah, it's interesting. Did you see that? Did you read that article I sent you that Steve Vai was talking about Yngwie?
EB?
Steve Vai was talking about Yngwie Malmsteen.
Oh, okay.
Because he played.
I saw that a long time back.
Oh, was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought it was very interesting because he even said that guitarist, he respects Yngwie. Yngwie is Yngwie. Nobody else is going to be Yngwie. And he realizes that even though he may be jamming with Yngwie, they're not trying to impress each other. They're just doing their own thing. And and that's really what matters. I guess their own interpretation of each other's music.
Of course, that's what I'm trying to bring the formula in my 3M, so that it's okay to jam with anybody. It's okay to jam with any songs, but play it your own style. But the beginning of your life, the beginning of your life as a player, the most important thing for you to do is to copy.
Right, that's how we learn. Yeah.
I learn that way. If I don't learn by copying all my heroes, I will not be able to play now.
Right.
Zero. I am zero. I'm zero, but the traits I learned from all my heroes was the techniques, the feels, the voicing, the picking technique, the fingering technique, the vibrato, and all these different players. I have like 5 main players that I was really keen into, which is like Marcus Schenker, Willie John Rod, Gary Moore, the great Akira Takasaki, and Josh Lynch is part of it. These are the cats that when I copied them, it was tremendous. You need to play with a lot of effort to copy them. But the values that they bring into your playing was after like 20, 30 years. That's the part where you're growing. You're growing. It's not like a parrot who you say something, he says something, you say something. It's not like that. So Alhamdulillah, I praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I managed to copy them, and then I managed to study them part by part. Not all, but little bit part by part, which managed to let me speak out now in my own way. I'm glad I did that. Yeah.
And you don't sound. I mean, when I listen to you, you don't sound like any of your guitar heroes. You have your own style. You have your own sound.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. It was a long process, man. It was a long process, and it still does until today. It still does until today. That's the reason I always do my 3M jam morning and at night, because I don't want to lack that moment. That can, at times when your weapon is sharp, and you don't sharpen it again, it will not be sharp forever. It was start to rust, and it start to not sharpened, and when you try to cut something, it will not cut. So that's my important theory or method that I learned from all my great heroes, man.
Yeah, and if you don't
see,
keep pushing yourself like you're doing, you're never gonna get better. You know, you'll never get
yeah,
better.
yes, sure, yes,
Better
yes.
and better.
I learned that. I learned that all from my heroes. You see, Willie John Roth is still playing at 72 years old.
Yeah.
Josh Lynch is still playing and rocking the shit for like, until now he's about 65 years old, 67 years old. I'm just 58 years old now. If I can, at least if I can just take some 30-40% of their what do you call it, their eagerness to play. Well, I don't have shows, I don't have gig to play, but I have my own home to me to play. That's my gig. That's my gig without money. But as long as it keeps me moving, it keeps me playing, I'm okay. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, you're helping a lot of people too.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm reading something. I can't. What the hell? Salam, Salam, Saifuddin. English. Excuse me. Who are this guy? Sorry for. This is my. This is one of the guy is asking who is this guy. This okay. For you to make for you to know, he's one of my close buddy from America. His name is Jay Fried, a guitar player, a composer, and one of my students, one of my 3M students, all the way from America. He's a good brother of mine. He's a martial artist. He can always give you some knockout, man, if you want to. And then I learned a lot also from him with the method of thinking, and we all share beautiful memories, nostalgic memories, and along the way we share with each other and learn with each other. Yeah, that's what I can say. Yeah, this is one of our 3M forum. What do you call it? Regular guy.
Well, I
so
like
Jay,
to support what you're doing.
So Jay, can you share with us like how important is any player to go deep instead of swimming just on the top, but once in a while take one big breath and go deep? And that's where you can see some beautiful fishes, stones, flowers, blah, 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 and all this. In music, I think it's like that. The minute you go deeper, the more you learn. It's a bit struggle, but for you to, that's why I'm asking you some question on behalf of your experience, your things while you were there, born and raised in America. Can you give us some advice? Maybe all the kids here, friends who still searching. What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to be a clone, or are they supposed to move out of that clone? What do you call it? Shadows, and then move on to look or seek for themselves. Come on, Jay, give me some extra punch, man.
From my perspective, I think that the biggest thing is I play music for the love of music, and it's kind of like food. I'm hungry for music, so I play it, and that provides a certain amount of satisfaction, and also nurtures my desire to play music. The next step is if you really want to play music, but you want to perform for people, or you want to make it a career, it's like anything else. You need to work hard at it, and if you want to really separate yourself from the rest of the pack, the rest of the field that's doing the same things. You have to try to break the mold. I think, you know, I don't know how that people see artists there in Malaysia, but I've recently watched this guy, John 5. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Now he's got totally his own thing going on, his own stage show, his own concepts, the way he dresses and makeup. He's a performer. Yeah. He's a phenomenal virtuoso on guitar, but he's also doing something that nobody, he's creating his own music, his own way of playing, his own style of music.
True.
And so, you know, from my perspective, yeah, learn from the best, but try to dig deep and develop your own style, something new, something different, and you're still able to satisfy what you have to say too. You know, there are people that are musicians, writers, but there's also songwriters too. So now you've got somebody that wants to say something. They have something to say with lyrics. That's important. So say it, and, you know, don't be afraid. You know, just be yourself. And try to develop your own ideas based on, you know, what's been done in the past. You know, we have that to fall back on, but trying to do something new. And I see a lot of guitar players out there doing different things. And yeah, but you know, it's interesting because I've seen a lot of great guitar players, and I'm impressed by their capability, but I'm not so much drawn to what they're doing, and I don't know why, you know. So I guess it depends on really what you want to do, what statement you want to make, and what you want to do with your music. But I think the biggest thing is, you know, it takes time. You have to put the time into it. You know, just be yourself and put the time into it.
Yeah, great word from great person like you, Jay. Thank you so much. But anyway, the reason I always emphasize on the 3M method is, as spontaneous is number one key. Spontaneous. If you plan your solos or what, it's not part of the 3M. So some of people ask me, bro, can I plan my solo? If you plan your own solo, it's not that part of the 3M. The reason I execute this thing is to formula this thing is for that people will start thinking how to play right on the dot. You can do tons of mistake. I do tons of mistake all the time. Fuck it. But for me, I train my brain to execute there and there. Because as a session player for 30 years in the studio, no one gave me the time. Because when they called me, they were like, hey bro, I have 7 songs for you to play in for 3 hours. I was like, huh? What? Yeah. Take it or leave it. The pay was good. It's like 350 ringgit for one song. So like 7 songs is like, oh man, it's something that I can pay my rent, my car in one day. So if I were to do things so slowly, just to sit down and plan myself, it doesn't work. It would differ from a guest artist, guest guitar players, and sessionists. It would be totally two different words. No, if I were a producer, if I were to call Van Halen to play in my album, it was like a guest artist. It's not called a session player, right? So I will call you. Let's say, okay, Van Halen, I want you to play in this one song. I give you the whole day for you to come and enjoy yourself and play. That will be a total different ballgame. But like for us, we were like, hey dude, can you come over now? Yeah. How many songs? I have 2 albums for you to record in one day. I was like, okay. Then what? You play 2 full acoustic track, full rhythm track, you know, and then you play some fill-in solo, main solo, and blah blah blah. And then you have to repair things like that and do guide for them. You know, it's totally different ballgame. If I were to come there and just show myself and just take my lame time and just, think about, I have 2 albums to play and one song cost me 10 hours. You think they will call me again? No. That's why that's the reason I formulate this 3M, so that the spirit of to play instantly, regardless of if you do wrong or good notes or bad notes, doesn't matter, because that will help you regenerate your thinking by playing, instead of waiting for, okay, I need to play. Can you listen to the voice changes, the chord voicing, please? Because I don't understand what chord is that. For me, I don't give a that good. I've never recorded in an album by knowing what is the key. No, I never. They never opened the chart in front of me. I asked them to close down. They were like, Hassan, this is your chart for your solo part. I said, please, when I'm around, don't open this. I cannot play. Close. So all I want to know is the first key in front. It can be any key, you tell me. Black keys, white keys, sharp, flat, what? I just want to know the first key in. Then I will swim around. I might do mistake here and there, but the producer will say, hey, never mind, we keep this one. We try to blend in this one. So sometimes before I leave the studio, for this song I'll do three solo, maybe 3M solo, and then it's up to the producer to join in and to cut and paste or whatever. Some solos are just done one go. So it's up to the producer. But I save a lot of time, Jay. With this 3M method, I save not only my time, but I save the producer's time, money. That's why I want the kids to understand this. I mean, if you cannot do that by 3M spontaneous, doesn't matter. You can always practice and get to the situation. You can do that, but just saying, oh, I don't care about this. I just want to plan myself, which is okay. Okay, still okay. But the day when people call you to be a professional player in the studio, it's not about what knowledge you know about skills or Phrygian, Locrian, and all this, whatever they want to call it, modes or what. People don't give a damn, man. You just go in, you just play some beautiful melody. That's it. Right, Jay?
If that's what they, if that's what they want. So if that's what the market is asking for, then yeah, you're capable to go in and pretty much play to anything and give them a guitar track that that they can put on their album or their song. That's great. Yeah, I mean, if you can't sit down and improvise, you got a long ways to go with guitar then. Just so that's why I keep saying, yeah, like it's crazy as good as you are, and you still put in hours and hours a day. The people should understand that even the best musicians in the world continue to push themselves to develop more different sounds. Steve, I think Satriani now has done something new. Joe Satriani kind of coming out with something new, and he's talked about going to another level. So it's like anything else. You get out what you put into it. I can't speak for the business, and unfortunately, this is where we're at. You've got a lot of people that music is their life and their livelihood, but there's no market. The market for product in the music business right now, mostly because of COVID, is just it's been hurt really bad worldwide.
So you still remember the thing that you planned to bring the 3M mini concert over in America?
Sure.
Still on?
Yeah. I mean, all I need to do really is I need to plug into any of the two Malaysian there's got to be groups on the internet, Malaysian groups that are into different Malaysian bands that would love to, would definitely come and support something like that here in the States. The question is it big enough for a tour of some kind? I mean, it would make sense if you guys come all the way over here to not to just do one gig, but to maybe do a tour. I could see that happening when COVID ends and things start to open up.
Why not? So we will plan it slowly. We'll get to the things that what you portray, and then I will work on it soon. Maybe after I get this BPM done, so gather the musician, the fans, and the friends, the brotherhood. We all need all this to keep on moving. I want to revolutionize this now, before we leave for good. Our industry is fallen to the lowest ground we ever be. I mean, I'm sure that every country in this world is going partly to there, but at least they are striving. At least they are still playing in a big, what you told me, big scale, big concert. Jamie Mamsin is still playing in a big concert. Scorpions are still playing. Things are happening for them because of very simple, honest attitude, the passion. I'm sure all the huge cats, all the big names in the band, in the world standard, they all have those magical thinking about the musical journey, which is the passion. And I believe in Malaysia we still have great musicians, great guitar players, new and old, bassists, drummers, and singers, and all that, where we can mold them together, regardless of they are from underground or lower ground, upper ground. There's no nonsense like that anymore. That's what I'm trying to do, so that we all can blend and gel together and just put our Malaysian industry map with your connection, with the friendship and all that. Maybe one day, inshallah, we'll bring our music up to another level, inshallah.
What about you're talking about the music union, maybe a new music union?
Yeah.
That the musicians start.
Yeah, it's called Race of the Malaysian Race Musician. The meaning, because, if Indian, Chinese, Malay, the Punjabis, the ethnic people of Malaysia from Sabah, Sarawak, we all in one big country. If there are certain level of musician, which means, if you are on top artist, you are in different level. If you are this artist, you are different level. You are underground, you are this level. If you are in a local band, underground, you are this. So I'm trying to avoid all this by doing this one. So everybody who joined this will be given an identity card, saying that we are the race, Malaysian musician, Malaysian race of Malaysian musician. We call it Bangsa Pemuzik Malaysia, BPM. So there's no differentiate. There's no, that second look, you from this band, okay. You from club band, okay. It's difficult to come over here. Fuck you. It's not going to happen like that anymore. No, it's not going to happen like that. This is my own method. I want to bring this seriously, so that we all can. The industry is small, Jay. Our industry is small, but we still being part of each other, which is so bad. Those club musicians are very good, but they just stood there in club, circuit, and they cannot join us, which is bad. For us, it's better that they all join us in our mainstream, and then there are local great bands that can join us to play together in a big concert, a small scale, a big scale, doesn't matter. So we all need to work together so that it's more like to love your country, to love your industry rather than to love money. You get what I mean?
And I think what I'm hearing though is that the people that are running the music industry there are taking all the money, and they're not providing for the people that really should be getting it, and that needs to change.
Yeah.
So how does this new group, or this new membership, how is that going to push that to bring it to reality? So if you've got a musicians union run by musicians and you push those other people out of the picture, the musicians need to have the contacts within the different industries, like the nightclubs and the record industry. And because, when, everybody wants a part of it, the club wants to make money, the managers want to make money, and then the musicians that are doing all the work get the smallest part of it. And that's not right. So how do you change that? And that's what it sounds like needs to be done.
Okay, for your information, those unions are the unions that we want to do now. We cannot afford by just talking. We can't do that. It will end up become just talk. So what the government is doing, the government is fabulous. Our government is great. They are helping a lot of unions. 30-hour union for a small country. Don't you think that's a big joke? We just need two. One for the film, one for the music industry. That's it. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, I just want to revolutionize this from my home first now. To gather musicians, to gather good friends, old friends, great musicians to come together. We have friends and fans together, join in and snap some pictures, take some photos. These wear a new T-shirt with the BPM name and something. So before I approach the government people, there was look at this. Who is this guy? What is he doing? Why are he gathering all the friends to go against the government or to do something good for them? So we are not interested to go against the government. We are, because we know this government. I mean, I'm telling you frankly, our Malaysian government is still one of the best. When they're talking about musical terms, they still help you out. They still give you that certain amount, like 200 million ringgit. It's like 40 million USD every year to our musical the whole Malaysia musical, regardless of film and music. So those money never come to our pocket, Jay. Don't arrive. Yeah. For years, it doesn't arrive to they still owe me big time, all my session money, they still owe me big time. I don't have to sell my guitars, man. I don't have to sell my this and that for me to survive if they pay me well. I did not ask for the money that not belong to me. I feel so ashamed today. If that session or almost 2,000 songs for 30 years, where the fuck is that money for me? Why must I sell my guitars? Because you do not pay me my money. So that's what gonna.
Oh, yeah. So you never paid by BMI or ASCAP for anything, or?
No. The deal was, once you go in, they pay you cash. They're supposed to pay you more, but it's like, okay, I pay you now 300 ringgit, but one day you'll get your royalties back.
And is there some legal document?
It was supposed to have a legal.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So well, that's why they build the union.
You need a damn lawyer. You need a lawyer to protect yourself.
Of course, Jay. Of course. You see. I believe a lot of case been settled the minute we bring the government in. A lot. So what I can do now is, and what I see did not happen was, all this while for 30 over years, there are certain particular union that doing their good job, which like AVCP, Karyawan, and all these. Some of them are still doing good things to the members and all that, which is fine. But there are certain union that take the money and then lost in action. So when the government see them grumble, all this blah blah blah, they even come to the minister's office and cry. My friends are not eating, my friends are not paying rent, and these are dying. So the ministers will start. Hey, seriously? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I will ask the prime minister to help you out. So after like 2 months, they get a grant of 40 million. And suddenly you see this big guy in the union start having a big car, Mercedes Benz, Toyota Wildfire and all this, and then start going here and there, enjoying his life.
No, there's got to be more. There's got to be more accountability. That comes from the government. It's got to. The reason it's coming, it sounds like they think that it's going to a good cause, but it's not trickling down. It's no different than this concept in America of trickle down economics. The rich will spend their money and we'll all prosper. That's bullshit. Because the rich only want more money. People that you're talking about are we're talking about just survival, being able to pay your bills and eat food.
Yeah.
So that's different than what these people are doing. Those, like you're saying, they got yachts and cars and homes, and it's not right.
The best part of it, Jay, is they promise us a lot of bullshit. You see, that's why I'm so angry. That's why I want to clear this. I told all my friends and buddies, I said, look, I'm so happy still paying my rent, 550 ringgit every month. I'm paying my car 400 ringgit every month to the bank. I don't have my own house, and I don't give a fuck about that, man. Because I told my wife, if you really want all this, back then you don't have to marry me. I'm the guy who, this is my life. This is my passion. Take it or leave it. And then she was like, Nolila, she was like, okay, never mind. I choose to be with you. Let's go all the way. Good or bad, high or low, never mind. So I'm glad my kids and my wife are with me for 32 years now. And that's not a problem for me. That doesn't kill my journey. But these things that happen to my brothers in the industry, that is making us hurt, man.
Yeah.
We need our money to pay our rent. We don't have to sell our things. If you pay us every year, royalties, like, okay, let's say they pay me 10,000 ringgit or maybe 20,000 ringgit for what things I've done for years and years. That is equivalent to like 2,000 ringgit or 2,500 ringgit a month for a year. So that will help me, you see. Yeah. I'm not going to take that money and go and buy a normal Mercedes car or what. No, I don't do that. But that will help me to ease my daily life, and so that I can play better, I can be a real better musician, and we all can join together and build better territories in the industry music so that our industry will climb. Can you imagine? Left people are taking money from us by our own people. Right? COVID is coming in for 2 years. Can you imagine? Stereo.
Yeah. No,
so what can we do?
There's almost no work out there. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have to do my T-shirt, do my mug, whatever I want to do I don't take a lot of money, man. It's like 10 ringgit per T-shirt and 50 ringgit per T-shirt. That's my profit, and then you multiply by like 200 mark, maybe 50 mark. I do some lessons and all that. I don't smoke cigarette. I don't drink. I don't go and womanize. I just stay at home. I just do my 3M. I just do my jogging. Because I know the minute I go out, I need to put petrol, I need to pay toll, I need to do this, I need to do that. It's all additional cost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do is I told my wife, look here, if you want to go, make sure we have the money, then we go. If not, we don't go. Because the minute we go out from the house, it's all about money.
Yeah.
So we managed to do that. Alhamdulillah. Praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this COVID at this time and then make me a better person so that I realize COVID is just a test from God for us. So what? No? Take it or leave it. If you don't take it, it will come. If you take it, it will still come. So what we do is we just smile, play our guitar and have fun, and let's see, I want to see a new environment, new exploration for our industry, for our people. So that's why I need help from people like you, from Mike Schroeder, and some other friends from China. They give me input of what situation happening down there. What you say is correct. Where rich people are rich people, they enjoy themselves, which is true. But there are always people who are still want togetherness, especially in industry, musical industry. I believe, you see, like you go to America or you go to Europe where you have big concerts, huge gigs, festivals and all that, where local band, lots of local band, unknown, known, whatever, are meant to play together 3 days, 2 nights, 2 days, 1 night, Monster of Rock, metal festival and all this. But down here, you can see that happening in the underground. Underground musicians are better in sense of IQ, in sense of songwriting, in sense of musical abilities, and to play on their own. Underground is still the best in Malaysia. But I don't see undergrounders, musicians are coming with the same platters with us. So that's why I want to get this thing done so that we can bring them together, the spirit of to be together. Let's share the spirit so that we all can work along, That's what I want to do. Okay?
That's a noble cause.
Yeah, man. I don't know about whatever they want to call it, but me and you've been into the industry, your American industry for so long, since the 70s, maybe the early 80s and all that. That's why it's always good for me to talk to a person like you, regardless of we from different countries and different environment, different culture and all that, but I can still learn a lot from you so that I can share it with my own people, no?
Well, it's interesting. This COVID thing is actually the silver lining is a lot of people that have their home studios. It's an opportunity. It's been an opportunity to sit and write and record. Yeah. I mean, you're talking 2 years, almost a couple of years, right? I don't know if everyone's taking advantage of that, but I'm sure a lot of people have. And so, that, there's probably a lot of new music that's going to come out of that. Whether or not people are getting paid for it or not, I don't know.
Yeah. I think they are, can you imagine our local artists that used to play on the higher level concert, big concert, TV programs and all this, they start playing in busking now, on the lowest ground.
I find that hard to believe, but you know what? If you don't have money, how do you survive?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But the problem is, Jay, there's another problem. It becomes worse. What I'm trying to say is there are a lot of buskers, true buskers who live their life paying rent, food. It's like 30 ringgit, 40 ringgit a day, earning for one guitar, acoustic guitar, maybe one percussion, and maybe one flute. doesn't matter. But now you have all the local artists coming down to the lowest ground and performing with the big sound system and all that.
Yeah,
With
no,
it,
you can't
for
compete
me,
with that.
yeah, with all the friends who used to have to earn money for the family are dropped dead. They called me, they was like crying in the phone, bro, I don't earn anything anymore, bro. I said, why, bro? Because you guys, you have your level band who play in concert coming down to our level and start playing. I was like, wow, man, seriously? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then how? You okay? I can always take my car, buy some equipment, and do my 3M jam anywhere if I want to. I make money, make my money, 30 ringgit, 40 ringgit, 100 ringgit, doesn't matter. But I purposely don't do that because I don't want to go and, yeah, I need money, Joe. Jay, I need money to pay my rent. Of course I need money. But at this time of my life, I only stay together with my wife. So I don't spend so much money. So I told my wife, whatever money that we have, whatever things that we're going to have, they will pay us even a little bit. We use it wisely, spend it wisely, so that I don't have to go to the lowest ground again and park my car and play there, so that and disturb other people's economy. You see?
Yeah.
But if I were to do that, if things become so emergency for me, I will do it. But I do it in a polite manner.
Yeah.
So that I don't bring my whole wall of marshal to play in the street. For what? I just bring one small sound system. I have my small Chinese amp that I play all the time. I can bring there and put some $2 microphone and just play. I don't give a damn, man. Right? Now you can see almost like a club level band playing on the street.
Well, I know, and it sounds like it's not fair, but it also shows you how bad it's gotten.
Yeah.
That's kind of a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you read comments down there? No?
No, let me see. No.
Okay. I can read, but I cannot because there's a white color shirt I'm wearing. It doesn't contrast. So I was like, what the fuck they're talking about? Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry I cannot read the message or what. I will read later on and then let's see what happened after that. But anyway, Jay, are you ready for something else now?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to do my walking. Anyway, thank you so much for your wonderful words, your wisdom, the way, the thinking. I mean, I'm so honored to be one of your friends, brother. It was long distance brotherhood, and still waiting for your T-shirt. Damn. Don't worry. Those T-shirts are with my admin, Hafiz. It's still there. So the minute open up the post, can you imagine to send one mark to Singapore cost me 90 ringgit?
It's crazy.
Can you imagine America?
That's okay.
So just wait. There's no shipment going over there. The shipping also not going. So let's see what happened. The furthest they go was like Taiwan, Australia, and New Zealand, and all this. Unless if you want to transfer to New Zealand.
Well, if you come to NAM in June,
yeah, NAM.
With you. If you come to NAM in June.
Ah, okay. What I heard was they're gonna what do you call it? Postpone it.
Again?
Yeah.
My understanding is
I don't know to when, but I'm waiting for Mike to tell us what's happening, and then maybe he's preparing something. I don't know, but there are major changes in his lab now. Mike is doing, getting more equipment to a better place, wider place, so that the product, the SHRÖDDER product can be faster, can reach out more players and all that.
Yeah,
We pray for Mike to have all this in real time, inshallah. But as for Nam, I'm just still waiting for Mike to tell us anything. I just wait for him. But if
well, he may
the
not.
answer is yes,
He may
I will
not.
tag along the t-shirt and the mug for you, bro.
He may not decide to go.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. And so right now, my understanding is NAM, the Nashville NAM, is going to be combined with the LA NAM here in Anaheim in June.
Oh,
So it's going to
okay.
be huge. I mean,
Huge, yeah. The combination means it's going to be huge, yeah.
Which is, and with the COVID and everything, it's like,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's going to be it would be a weird event if it goes on and everybody has to have masks. Just,
Yeah.
But so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I want to go fishing with you, like, Jay. If I come there, you need to bring me for fishing.
Oh, I've got a couple extra rods. We got a creek right across the street.
Hell yeah. So, KJ, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your wisdom words. To all of us in Malaysia, we send our big gratitude. Thank you so much from me personally, as a brother. And hopefully one day we can meet up and have fun and jam 3M together and see where the cat drag in, man.
Okay. No
Bye bye,
harm.
Jay. Take care. No harm, Jay. Again. No harm.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Sorry tak dapat baca lah, tak nampak sangat. Okay guys, saya pun nak sampai waktu untuk saya nak pergi jogging saya. Dan nak settlekan pagi-pagi punya jogging ni. Alhamdulillah dapat panggilan video daripada seorang sahabat, seorang student 3M saya di US. InsyaAllah kata-kata yang baik daripada sahabat kita J ni, dan semoga kita dapat sama-sama memanfaatkan idea-idea untuk diri kita dalam BPM nanti, insyaAllah. Dia bukan benda yang spontan, instant BPM boleh jadi. Dia banyak perkara yang kita kena adjust minda kita, banyak perkara yang kita kena adjust nawaitu kita, banyak perkara yang kita kena adjust nafsu kita, supaya kita sentiasa dalam tuning. Yang paling penting kita dalam tuning. So insyaAllah bersabar. Perkara yang baik bukan datang dalam masa sekelip mata. So kita kena buat betul-betul, kita kena proper planning, betulkan kita diri minda kita ke satu arah, satu tujuan. InsyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.